I am Miss J with Juicy Poppin' in South Atlanta. I have been watching the show. And baby, this third season has started off already on fire. We are talking about Step Up 3. Kendra, we're going to start with you. You play Poppy on this show. Your character, Poppy, she's very fierce. She's very outspoken. She says what she means. She means what she says. Yes. And she's a bomb-ass dancer and leader at High Water.
Yes.
Tell us what we can expect from her this season.
This season, you can expect more spice. She's going to be saying a lot of more things, and she's not afraid. I feel like she's maturing, so you're going to see a lot of maturity from Poppy. She's always said what she want to say, but now even more because she's stepping into different leadership roles. She's coming from behind Rigo, and then now she's stepping up into leadership, choreography. She definitely filled with drama with her on again, off again entanglement with Mr. Rigo Octavio.
Yes.
So you're gonna see more of that drama, and then also, new relationships that you have to tune in and see.
Okay, now. So speaking of the show, you've been on there for the last 3 seasons. Well, now the third season. How does it feel to see the show switch over and be on STARZ on such a big platform and outlet now?
It's amazing. Like we can't always say this. We came from YouTube, which nothing against YouTube, but that was our little home, and now we have a bigger home. It's like I'm going from an apartment to a mansion.
There you go.
Bigger network, which means we can be more creative. We can be, we have more freedom to play, to do bigger things on the bigger platform, and we're thankful to be on YouTube, hopefully having all our YouTube fans come to STARZ and then making new fans on STARZ.
Okay, so, awesome. So you said Poppy is going to mature a little bit. Last season, we saw her set Rigo's jacket on fire.
It always, that's like the most memorable moment. I feel like, listen, I can't believe the writers, shout out to the writers, but what was they thinking had to be like somebody's jacket on fire? Where'd she get the matches from? Why she carrying around these things? But yeah, she has matured. That is not the right way to get a man's attention. But yeah, so she's grown a lot from lighting his jacket on fire to, doing all kinds of things. And now she's trying to be more mature. She's trying to follow into Miss Jones's footsteps, be a boss, be a leader, be, a woman. Poppy in the other season, she was like a young girl, and now she's like a young woman. And it's cool to see her growth and have her transform into just this still poppin', but a poppin' young woman.
Hey.
So is there any chance that her and Rigo are gonna possibly rekindle things this season?
Go nowhere. Rigo ain't going nowhere, bro. Where Rigo going?
It's like, go home, Rigo.
Where Rigo going? Rigo been around since kindergarten, girl. Where he going?
It's like you can't get rid of him.
I ain't going nowhere.
He's like the little puppy you can't get rid of, and with good reason. They've known each other forever. They've known each other since they were kids, and that's kind of hard to let go of a friendship, a childhood friendship, and then to grow together, have dreams together, talk about things together, say we're gonna be the next Jay-Z and Beyonce. You manifesting your dreams and you doing all this, but then the drama come and you like, hold on, I don't know. You start having second thoughts, but it's really hard to let that relationship go. So I mean, in the episodes to come, I don't know. We may or may not rekindle. What you think, Rick?
Look, I got my fingers crossed for you.
Want it? Like,
I feel like true love never dies.
Okay, because I'm like, do people want us to be together? Because
you guys should have a hashtag. Actually, I'm like, how there's totally. Why would there?
So here's the thing. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do too much. But here's the thing. We kind of had one, but the little Dondre moment kind of. So
yeah, we had Pondre.
Yeah.
And Pigo just wasn't really like.
Pigo ain't it. Pigo don't hit. Pigo and Rappi.
Yeah, that's all we had. That's all we had, and yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed because I like seeing y'all together when y'all are on good terms.
Okay, thank you.
But Rigo, we gotta have some conversations in a second. But we're gonna move over on to Rebbi, who also plays Angel.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Rebbi first as an individual. You have performed with artists like Beyonce, Pharrell, J-Lo, Nicki Minaj.
Hey.
Baby, you are on fire, okay? Tell us how that transition from dancing to now acting was for you.
I mean, I wasn't even at a stage where I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to stop. But the opportunity came, which was very unexpected for me. And it was at the height of the pandemic. And so when I decided after some convincing that I was going to do this, I was like, this is probably a good time to do it. Everything that I said I wanted to do, all the places I dreamed of being, I've been there. And so it was kind of a moment to like, for me to kind of reflect on, you know, my career as a professional dancer and be like, actually, if there was any time to transition into something, this is a good time. Like I've had an amazing career and I still get to dance, you know, so this is a new playground for me, but it still feels like home because it's still rooted in performing, you know, being a performer.
And what you love.
So yeah, it was a very smooth transition, you know, like it wasn't painful. It was exciting. It was scary. But again, like being able to still dance, it feels like home. It feels like home. Yeah.
That is beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so let's get into Angel now. Okay. Angel is new to Atlanta. She's fresh off the MARTA buzz. She's trying to figure out where she's going, trying to find high water. Next thing you know, she's on a mission, right? Next thing you know, some guy comes out of the woodworks. He comes and snatches her bag, runs off, baby. You chase him through that alley, whooped his ass as you should have.
Hey, broke a nail doing that.
Tell us, what was the experience like being a new girl on the block, being new to the season, to the show? Just everything coming together as far as acting and just being new to a show that's already been existing for the last 2 seasons.
I mean, I knew I was stepping into something big. And I think as a dancer, you pull inspiration from the people around you, right? So I did the same thing here. You know, I watched the first 2 seasons. I watched these guys kill it. So I'm like, wait, I have to like be on my A game because these guys are like, I believe them, you know? So it was encouraging. Like I wanted to make everybody proud because they were all rooting for me and supporting me. And they could see this for me more than I could see it for myself. So, I don't know, it's like, it's a family, it's a lot of team spirit and you just want to do well because everybody else is killing it around you. So it was like an adrenaline rush every day showing up to set, like, whoa, this is like, I'm really here, really happening. You know, like I know Terrence, I know Kendra, and like they're killing it, like as Poppy and Rigo, and you know, I'm the new girl, not just to the show, but to the family. Yeah, so I actually use that too, you know, because some of the cast I didn't know. So it was like, it felt really organic. It's like, as our relationships are growing in the episodes, they were also growing in real life, you know, like being on set, me getting more familiar with the people, you know, and then you feed off of each other. So I was really using like my real life experience as Angel, because I really was the new girl on the scene, you know?
Awesome. All right, Rigo. Terrence, let's get into you, okay? Doing this acting thing for a while. You've been on Let's Stay Together, being Mary Jane. He's also danced with Fat Joe, 50 Cent. You were on Apollo. You've really been in this game for a while. Yeah. Tell us about your journey and how your past experiences have set you up for where you are now and playing the role of Rigo.
It's really wild. Well, dancing was my first industry experience. I was a late bloomer with dance. I didn't start dancing until after high school. I just got this random urge. Like I wanted to be in like a big city. I wanted to do some great things. And at the time I was watching 106 & Park, and Atlanta had like 7 of the top 10 songs. It was like during the lean with it, rock with it era, snap era, you know what I mean? So I was like, I want to go to Atlanta, you know what I mean? So I just packed up and hit it. And I had already just started dancing and I believed I was good. I just didn't know anything. So I was just running blindly all over ATL, and I finally got on America's Best dance crew because I met a dance crew that was at a studio, and that just inspired me to pursue dance. It was my first time on TV, you know what I mean? Like for real. And, you know, then I started doing the like artist work and all that stuff. And people started to be like, yo, you're mad funny. Like you can dance and stuff. Like I would do these little vlogs on the road and stuff. And then people was like, yo, you should do skits. You should do like get into acting and all that. And I'm like, man, I always wanted to, but never had the chance to. So when I started creating content by myself, it attracted the short films, it attracted an agent, and then it inspired me. I was like, LA is it, let's go, you know, just like ATL. If I did ATL, I can do LA, if that's, you know. So I just took that leap of faith out there, and it was really hard, but I believe in myself. So, you know, I don't mind the like headaches of the grind. So I went through a lot, you know what I mean? We all went through the hell, you know what I mean? But it just never broke me. I just knew one day I would get through to something. And it's crazy that the moment I kind of like, I don't want to say walked away from dance, but I started focusing more on acting, I booked a dance job. You know what I mean? So it's like it all came full circle. So like my whole dance career has driven me to how the maneuver through this industry. So like I'm so thankful for everything I learned through dance, and it all came back around, and now I feel like, you know, one of the Power Rangers of dance now, because I'm on like the biggest franchise ever. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy because my parents, like the people above me, they're like, my era was breaking, my era was this, you know, and I'm like, yeah, and now I'm in that era, you know, I'm part of that list of names and stuff like that. So it's amazing. God is good.
He definitely is. So at the end of season 2, we see Sage, who's played by Ne-Yo, get arrested for your father Isto's murder. Sage is also your mentor on the show. And so it's like one of those situations, it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So on season 1 or season 3, we see you kind of contemplating between, do you continue touring with Sage? Do you show the loyalty towards your dad? And then when Sage comes out and tells everyone that he's been arrested specifically for your dad's murder, you lose it at that point. You're like, I know this. I'm ready to whoop his ass. And you do once he comes off stage. How did you prepare to gain all that anger and that rage and those feelings and emotions in order to like execute as flawlessly as you did?
I'm not even gonna lie. I have a super big thank you to Ne-Yo. So Ne-Yo is one of the hardest working men I've ever seen in my life. This guy, we all know he's a millionaire, legend, OG in the game, like he's set, but this guy's work ethic is wild. So he would leave 12-hour days on set and go straight to the studio for another 8 to 10 hours and record.
Wow.
So when I read the type of vibes I was going to have, you know, me and him get along so great. All we do is crack up. You would never guess how much we laugh. Like we're the total opposite in real life on the show. You know, like we just always laughing, clowning, having a blast. So to develop the hatred, I asked him, can I come to the studio every day and just low-key hate on him? Like, can I just envy? Can I envy your life? Like, I want to see the perks of your life. Like, I want to see what it's like to be jealous because I've always been inspired by it. So how can I develop an envy, a hatred, an anger, all these things that I normally wouldn't do? And I was like, let me just come and see it from a different light. You know what I'm saying? So being able to hang with him and spend as much time as I did with him offset, was able for me to, I would read the lines and look at him while he was recording his songs. And I would be looking like, oh, I really hate this. He has no idea. Wait until set tomorrow. You know what I mean? So that was honestly the biggest part, because like I said, we're such good friends and we laugh all the time that I really wanted to portray that very well. And I wanted to deliver it very well. So yeah, he helped out a lot.
You definitely did that, because I was like, hold on now, what is going on? Where's the security? They're taking too long to break them up. What's happening right now? All right, last question for you, Terrence. Are you gonna find out who really killed his dad this season?
I don't know. It's you go through the journey of it. I think it's for him. You know what's crazy? For Rigo, it's not about who did it. Sage did that stuff. Sorry. Sage did it. You know what I mean? But it's more so like, where's his life now? Because like you said, it like he does want to fulfill his dad's dream, but his dad's dream was for him to be a superstar. So it's like his opportunity to be a superstar is through Miss Jones and Sage. So it's like why do you turn that down if that's what your father wanted? But this is the one who did it. So it's like, you know what I mean? But it's and I think that's what makes this season so good, because it's not just what do you do? It's also, he has Poppy in his ear saying this, he has his brother in his ear saying that, he has his own dreams, and he has Miss Jones, and say just everybody's pulling him in a way that he's unsure of, and they're all usually the right choice, but everyone's right choice affects someone else. So it's bigger than just choosing Sage or the tour. It affects everybody. And I think that's what makes this season so good. Everyone's decision in this show affects everybody.
Yes. I will say, since I've been watching this season 3, I've been on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, what is gonna happen? I need the whole season to come out, because I just need to binge watch. I need to know what's gonna happen. All right, and this question is for everyone. You guys filmed this season during COVID. What were some difficulties that you faced during that filming?
COVID. I'm just saying. I didn't get it. No, I honestly, for me, I was paranoid, man. Like, I didn't know anyone who caught it. They worked really well to keep us away from things and stuff like that. And us, like, I was so paranoid. I just didn't want to be that guy. Like, I was like, I film almost every day. I'm in these big scenes. Do not be that guy. Like, don't go nowhere. Don't be stupid. So it was kind of like a paranoia, because season 1 and 2, we had so much fun. Like, we was on set. We had basketball courts, little scooters and stuff riding around, having parties on set and stuff like that. We had a lot of fun on set. And 3, we had to be a lot more locked in, because we seen the work we had to do, one, and we wanted to execute it. So that was just making sure we got through that was scary for me.
Yeah, I think it did hinder kind of, we're like a family, so it kind of hindered how much we were around each other, like how much we wanted to be around each other, even though, we don't listen. We still do what we want to do.
Do what you want to, right?
Yeah, no, the other hindrance for me was like the gear, the whole shield with the, gotta wear gloves, the outfit of it all was the most annoying. You got a shield that's all the way up in front of your face that you got to wear all the time, on top of having a mask on top of that, and then you got to keep it on until you're about to film. I would think that would be the most difficult part for me. That was not in style.
Yeah, that was, we got to talk about the shield, because we have to rehearse our scenes still with the shield. And for us ladies, with the, we have a full face of makeup on, so the masks didn't really work for us, because it's like, oh, my lipstick, oh, my blush, my contour, everything's smudged, But then you're rehearsing with these shields and you're dancing, and it's like, so it's like, oh, and then you kiss, and your whole face is on the shield, and like, it's just so awkward. Like, if we did, and the shield hit you in the face, and it was a lot. But we had to be safe. It was the height of COVID, and Atlanta was moving very different to LA. I remember getting there, like, oh, you guys are just open. Like,
very relaxed. Yes,
it was very like, we were locked down, masks. And everyone was just kikiing like it was 2019. I was like, it was a culture shock, because we really were stuck in the house, like, all these restrictions. And so look, we did great. We didn't get shut down. We pushed through. We were being safe. But listen, we get tested every other day, and you just praying it's not me. Please don't, like, I don't. Hearing rumors about like other shows, I'm like, oh no, this can't happen. But
look, you're like, you don't want to be the one.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Last question for everyone. This show is focused around music and dancing. If you guys could choose any artist, Rebbi, you've already had a couple that you work with, but you can still answer it. If you could work with any artist, whether it's dancing, music, singing, whatever, who would it be and why?
I want to go on a Drake tour. I want to go on a Drake tour. I don't care what nobody say. I've been to one Drake show, and I have never felt like the biggest groupie in my life. Like, when I tell y'all, because his music is so epic to me. You know what I mean? Like, just the way he introduces his songs and stuff like that, and the way he entertains the crowd. Like, if I could just have a couple of songs where it's like me and Drake,
yay,
I go crazy, bro. Stop playing with me.
It's like, and for me, I mean, I'm kind of an old soul. Like, I love the new folks. Like, I've always loved Sierra, but when I was growing up, Tina Turner was my girl. And I've inspired about with Tina Turner a lot, and then that's how I'm inspired by Beyonce, because kind of like maybe shaking it. And I just need to shake one time with Tina Turner for one time for the one time and just really go, yes.
Yes. I'm with you on that one. What about you, Rebbi?
It's a hard question because I used to actually make bucket lists, you know, like a checklist, like who do I want to dance with, who do I want to tour with, like, you know, move to America, get a visa, and I just kept working through that list. But I tell you, I auditioned for Michael Jackson's This Is It tour because he was doing 50 shows at the London O2, right? And I auditioning for that, and it was right before like he passed. And I thought, you know, in my mind, I was like, I'm never going to be able to work for Michael Jackson because it's like of a completely different era. So when that came around, I was like, oh, I get to, you know, audition. It didn't happen. So if we could change anything, like, I think that would be it.
That would be awesome. I think that right there just tops everyone. All right. Well, thank you all for your time. Thank you so much for all of your craft and sharing it with everyone. I will continue to stay tuned into season 3 because it is a good one. It's a juicy one. Everybody else that's watching, make sure you watch it. It comes on STARZ. If you don't have STARZ, call your homies, see if they got to log in. You got to watch it some way or another, okay?
Get it somehow, some way.
Yes, support this show. It's awesome. It's worth it. It's worth your time. Thank you all for your time. And I wish you nothing but continued success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.